The blood would spill.
Uh,
My best friend is.
I don't see him in right now. Tell him to try and rejoin.
Oh,
This.
we'll call the meeting order at 7:01. Motion to approve the secretary's report from last meeting and also June 21st meeting. Zach, second, Holly, all in favor? Any opposed? None, motion carries. Motion to approve agenda as follows, unless we need to add anything.
Come on.
Second.
All in favor?
Wait. What about that walking thing?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Add that in there. The no drive, whatever it's called.
I'll add that in new business.
Okay.
Yep, perfect.
Other than that,
Perfect.
Yep.
All in favor?
I
Treasurer's report.
I think that many of you have copies of the treasurer's report in front of you. And what it shows is that at the end of August, we had a total of $155,000 in the bank. 120,000 of that plus is in a money market account, and then the balance is more accessible. 126,000 is earmarked for Poland Square and about 5,000 for other projects. And we have approximately $24,000 worth of unearmarked funds. And the various accounts are listed in the right-hand side of the page. And if you're interested in your particular account, then I would take a look at the income on the top half and the expenses on the bottom half and subtract them to find out the balance in your account. That's what I've got.
This one for Jay. Am I moving too fast for you? Can you see everything? Am I doing this right?
Hey, I'm just happy to be here. You do you, and I'll follow along.
All right. Yep.
The Halloween one, or parentheses. Maybe stop me. I know we raised about $2,000 last year.
So my guess is that
It's probably rolling into this year. You spend any money on this year?
that money from last year would not be reflected here. And wouldn't necessarily, I mean, that would have been considered a fundraiser for the organization. And so that would be rolled into general income.
So are you saying it's, well, you're not nice with it.
I'm guessing. I don't know. But my guess is that
cleared this
that
year.
we've
January maybe.
my guess is that we've paid for some expenses related to the blue ball already. No.
Maybe this year, maybe last year it carried over to January.
Okay.
Possible. Okay, sorry.
That's a Cliff question.
Okay.
What's that in block parties? Is that? I'm confused. 923, 812, and 111.
111 should be left then? No?
Should be more than that. Shouldn't it? No.
Maybe not.
I guess they got the 51. Okay.
Oh, no, I think so. If you would subtract,
Got 100 left or so.
I would think if you subtract 948 and then subtract 923 is what we have left. That's even worse. So never mind.
Year to date, it's 923. Prior month was
It's actually 111.
current month, 111.
Yep.
Okay.
Good thing you didn't have that next block party.
No, we're not having September?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
That was something.
Sorry.
So the Lafayette canceled it. So we were gonna transfer it, we just like,
Next, so that's the, yeah, okay. Done is done.
Unless you want it at your house, somewhere.
I motion we approve the treasurer's report as written.
I support.
Second Baldwin, all in favor?
Aye.
And
Any
this,
opposed? None, motion carries.
I know my husband was working on this today and he's not feeling well at all. So it is possible there could be from this type of.
And he was sober too.
He was sober.
Problem. That's a problem.
For him to wake up and say, is urgent care open?
Ew.
Is serious. Like, I was like,
oh yeah, let's see what's that.
hey, he's fine. But he's just
Food poisoning or what?
some kind of stomach inflammation, infection, they put him on a bunch of drugs.
Man.
Just put on a lot of
I thought he had a hernia. I think we scared him into it, so I'm glad that he took it.
Great job.
Anyway, sorry.
We had no table items, moving on to old business, challenge, Leslie.
Saturday went really well, not as good a turnout as I hoped for, but we made $1,455 that day, so I'm not complaining. And we are still increasing, we're at 1,730 now, we're aiming for 2,000, we still got more t-shirts to sell and some other ideas. And, yeah, I'm hopeful this will at least get real close.
Switching the weekend.
She did? Yeah, next year it's going to be because the first Saturday in September is the goal. Because the Great Cycle Challenge is a September long thing, so it's the first Saturday. Now, in 2024, that is the 7th and it is after Labor Day.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes. So next year we're good. After that,
Yeah.
maybe I'll talk to my husband.
I didn't really want to be gone.
Yeah.
I wanted to bid on stuff. I'm looking at the basket.
I'll tell you what, next year, I have to have a committee, because I can't do all this myself, I was so overwhelmed, but, next, year we're hoping to get our donations sooner
Mhm.
and post them.
Yeah.
So that everybody knows what's there, so that people can hopefully drop it. We had 10 pizzas that Hungry Howie's donated, which was great. The crew that was there probably ate 4 of them, random strangers in the park ate the rest.
Yeah.
I was literally, yeah. The entire group face paint.
Yeah.
You know, if it was good PR, it was a good time. I'm not gonna complain. It was good fun.
We can use photographs from last 2 years to promote for your sponsors next year, if you want to start about a month before you starting.
Oh,
I'm happy to help you.
we're starting next month. We're gonna have this meeting next month, because we're gonna go the whole year round, because we have to, if we don't do one a month.
Well, then why don't we think about anybody that might want to get involved in that and for a subcommittee, and we can kind of put some people together. I mean, it's not a huge commitment. Leslie does a ton of work herself, but it is a ton of work, and there's a lot of follow-up and a lot of stuff that, I mean, so if anybody wants, thinks that they might want to get involved in that, Josh.
Yeah.
No. Well, no, I don't think that- he does not. Josh would not trust me with his attire. He had a sweatshirt and a new shirt, and he would not let me drop it off at his house.
I biked my way home.
See, he wore those on his shoulder. God bless his heart. At any rate, just think about it if you're something you might wanna.
How do the wristbands go? Just sell on me?
Well, yeah, we had probably 25 people in wristbands. Now, I don't know how that went downtown. We put my dog down yesterday, so I have
Oh
not.
gosh.
So, so we just are still recovering, but, I need to
Did you
check
sell
in
them
with
for
everybody
10
downtown.
bucks? What did you sell them for?
It was $5 a person or $10 a family.
Okay. Thank you.
So, but it wasn't required that you register. I mean, it's all just suggested. I do have more checks. Do those go to you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, um,
Or if it's in the back.
I have one check already.
Right.
And,
So we'll
so
file with receipt for them.
do you expect any more?
Hope not, so maybe one of you guys.
Okay. When you think that you're done with them, let me know and I'll deposit the checks and write you a check for that amount.
Right,
Okay. In the meantime, I'm holding these
and the other one,
the
that
other
sounds
ones.
good. Sounds good.
If we start earlier, I'm happy to help. That end of August, beginning of September.
Yeah.
I feel like I've failed everybody that I've
Yeah, it's a rough.
said I was gonna do something for,
It's gonna be a team.
including you, I can't do it.
And Leslie does a beautiful job. I just want to take 2 seconds. Leslie does an absolutely gorgeous job. And I don't know if you had an opportunity to see any of the pictures or were able to come down there. Thanks, Josh and Holly, for showing up. It's nice. But it just, I mean, just beautiful. She puts together just
It
beautiful.
came together very well, but I'm not taking all the credit.
And luckily you do have a lot of really good friends that help you out with that. But I think that we can help her more. You know, I mean, more than we have. So,
I think you're on the right track starting.
Yeah, I think so. I think that, you know, but also recruiting more people.
Mhm.
Flying solos a little bit. Mhm.
I guarantee if I tried to do a fundraiser all by myself, nobody would show up, so you're doing it.
I'm telling you what, I was very impressed with $1,455 for the day. That I will not sneeze at that.
Thank you. Dave Snyder, Winter Woods.
I just wanted to talk with folks about the winter light program. Last year, we did the work on the winter lights and we had a storm in February that blew some lights off of some buildings and we've got some major work to do on those. The combination of construction work that's happened in the downtown, we had 6 construction projects in the downtown this summer. Probably every one of those affected the lights on their buildings. Some of them not a lot, but a little. Others major stuff. And then that storm, we're going to have. We either have to take the lights down and not do that again, or I think probably the better solution is to get up there and invest some money in. I mean, we put $11,000 into putting those lights up in the first place, and I don't think we're talking about anything like that for the repair of them. But I do think that we're probably going to spend a couple $1,000s on a combination of labor, licensed employees of a licensed contractor, and running some new lines. Probably just looking at the where the issues are. We probably won't put lights on the Masonic Temple on that block because it's under construction now. Or they had them before, yeah. But most other places we would put the lights up, and so I'd just like consent from the group to begin that work and get those lights back in shape. And it's going to be much easier for us to do it in September and early October than it is to do it in late October and early and in November.
Are we talking to SWEC again, or are we going to somebody else?
Last year we did it with Laura's husband's staff member, Andy, who did most of the work.
Okay.
And that really seemed to work pretty well. Yeah. Yeah. And I think he largely did that after hours work. I think he largely did that as after hours work or yeah, when Josh wasn't also available. Yeah.
Question. I know, from past experience in a different place that we ran the lights on a board, a 1x, and and then place the boards next to each other.
You mean elsewhere? Okay.
Which tends to have a little bit more of a uniform look, but I don't know if it cuts down. I can check into it. See if it cuts down or makes it a little bit easier to change. Because I know we had trouble with, and you would know far better than I do, with where it attaches to the building and connections themselves, not necessarily the bulb. So I'm wondering if we had some sort of, or maybe we can ask Josh, if that might cut down on wind, or if we could maybe stabilize them better, if that helps with that.
It's also expensive. I mean.
Well,
running
wood is
one by
terribly
board all the way
expensive.
around town.
For sure.
Right,
wood is
and
terribly
then you have to attach the one by to the building, which is,
But I'm sorry,
then you have to attach it to
correct.
the parapet as well,
Right.
which is, I mean, there's a lot of those parapets that are just a rubber membrane and you don't want to.
Oh, I see.
So I think that the process that we've got is probably the most effective way. That the challenge is that it is, people look at those lights when they go out and they think the bulb is the problem. The bulb is not the problem. The fixture is the problem. And when you have 2,500 of those, typically in a typical year, we had 50 of them that were out through the downtown someplace. Which, I mean, you notice the 2-foot gap as opposed to 1-foot gap, but 50 out of 2,500 is not bad. 2% of the lights.
How many do you think it'll be this year with the storm?
Oh, we'll have to replace a whole segment of lights that came off of some buildings.
Do you have an idea how much money you're looking at?
Well, I'd put out a number of $2,000, and I don't know whether the labor and materials can be done for that, but my guess is that I mean, we've not spent 1,000 in any other year, but we've had those lights up for 5 years now, and
I wonder if it'd be worth reaching out to Chamber and Main Street and City to say, hey, would you guys be interested in partnering up with us? Even if they threw, $100 at us,
100% agree with that.
And then, come Christmas time, we all showcase the fact that they all contributed, and
I could reach out to Chamber and Main Street and ask them to consider that on their next agenda. But I suggest that we go ahead and do what needs to be done. 2,000?
And Josh, he knows what's existing there too. And even if I said to him in our off time, like, if he thought there was a suggestion, and he had a suggestion for like long-term maintenance that might make it easier, better, and cheaper, he would offer that, because he doesn't, that's not a project that that's not a passion project of him, he does like to fix things, but so if he has something to offer.
Yep.
So I'm assuming Dave is making a motion for $2,000 approval.
Yep.
I will second.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None, motion carries. All right, senior bingo, they're asking for volunteers on the 12th, and Zach, myself, I think Ryan, Stacy, can you help out? Or for bingo night on the 12th, maybe? Or if not, we got some,
Do you have the times?
it's 5:30 to 9:30. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and then the relay meeting
Do you want
too.
to go to the relay meeting for us?
Yeah.
We can do what's
And
called.
also. I think I'm just gonna do it on Monday, so-
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So.
If not, we can get stuff too.
Yeah, and their mirror stuff.
We want to
Yeah,
cover it. We want to put it-
Yeah. So as long as they're asking for more volunteers again for that, so they loved us the last time we were there, and they want us back again, so. Yeah. Moving on forward, doing the volunteer
Let's do
grind.
volunteer.
So I'll try to.
Yep.
I need to check my calendar, but I'll.
Last I heard, you were gonna do a sign up, Genius,
I guess, I'll
that
make,
came up somewhere when we were talking about the senior people.
yeah.
When she was here last time, you were gonna do a sign.
Oh,
It's
I could
5:30.
just give her names.
Do you know Fred?
9 seems late for seniors.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
5:32.
Yeah, it was late. It was like 9, yeah.
That's good.
Really? 9:30? Boy, they're burning it out, huh?
A lot of seniors.
Go get it. Go get it, y'all.
Yeah, that was just the before party. Yeah.
They bring the bin out of there. Not only is that place been a bingo hall, it's been a pro wrestling hall there too. This year, so yeah, so perfect. Marketing, I go with you, Holly, after the meeting. Whiskey cigar fundraiser, Dave and Joanne.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about it.
I know you don't know anything about cigars. Oh, boy.
This gets worse. This is a recorded meeting, by the way.
Okay.
All right, so,
Gonna go to church.
couple things. So we've been through, and sorry, Jillian, I've been out of town for like a month, so it's my fault. However, we've done a lot of back end stuff in terms of contacting the state and the county, Washtenaw County and Monroe County, talking to Fenders and the Owl and Chief Tillery. So as far as we know right now, we have in writing that we need no extra licenses to pull this off. We need no extra things to, from the city. I talked to Jill today about it. It sounds like everything is good to go. So tonight we're having a little work session. So after this meeting, if anybody's interested, we got Holly and Jillian coming in, and y'all too. So we're gonna go through and hopefully out of this, we're gonna get a date and then send it over to the bars to make sure that they're good with the date. And then we got some other crazy things we're gonna try and pull off, like potential whiskey glasses and stuff like that. But it sounds like it might actually be possible. So more to come on it, but I want.
The guy who did the wine walk glasses last year was amazing.
Who's that?
I found out. They're like absolutely beautiful. It wasn't with eye. It was from fire department. Side business.
Oh, it was probably Lieutenant Neiman.
Neiman.
Yes, it's him. And those glasses are beautiful.
Okay.
So
But that's laser etching, isn't it?
he did, yeah, they're beautiful.
Huh,
I don't know I don't know what you're looking for, but
I don't know either. Like we're just starting off.
Likely.
We're just starting off. That's it.
Perfect. Killer committee.
I need 500 glasses tomorrow.
We got those days ahead of us, though.
10, we're going 5. Come on now.
Trailer committee, have a lot of projects to do. It's been too hot or we've been too busy. So once it slows down, get a bunch of us together and I've got the awning, the skirting, we got a solar panel, we got finish the carpet inside. There's still a lot of stuff to do. So once it cools down and we start slowing down a little bit, at the end of September, we slow down big time. So I'll get with Dave and everybody and we'll get it all ready for next year.
give a special accessory that goes inside the home.
Oh.
Jillian provided a disco ball.
Oh, jeez.
Sundays are over.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we got strobe lights too, they'll flash off too, so.
It's all in between.
You're the first one to dance up there.
All right.
We were also thinking for the trailer, we talked about doing cause we're just settling with a stool to try to get up into the trailer, cause we got steep step. So maybe, we'll look into it a little bit more. It might not be by the end of the year, but we'll see what we look at. I was looking at like the drop step that came out. Something a little easier to,
Like our camper trailer.
easier and can support more weight if everyone.
It's liability and everything too. Everybody comes out of there if that stool slides and or anything, so.
People are calling that.
And some people are shorter than other people.
I'm trying to say here.
Oh boy. Black party.
So August, in Dexter Plaza, went fairly well. We did all sit together and discuss, next year's. We are going to, and we also set graphics. And we, are gonna, there's ideas to make it more grander, get more participation, get more businesses, you know, and add it to make it, and it might be, so, you know, our first Taste of a Block Party is in May. And we have, it's a huge deal. So we were thinking about having the one in Dexter Plaza be our last of the year. And we had talked about, they know somebody that can do little ponies. We were thinking about a bounce house, but there really isn't a flat enough space on grass to fix that. And just added things and make it, you know, maybe some, you know, food trucks or something a little bit different, and make it a little bit, bigger, for next year.
Do you not think that it might be more beneficial to have it next to Plaza beginning of the year?
Well, we were thinking not August. We were thinking if we did it, well, because we want to have the Taste of Block Party down here. And it'll be opening day. And then the last one, because like August, everybody's on vacation still. So if we do the last one, say September or even October, people are home, people are in school.
Right.
So people will be here. And so, and maybe we don't have one in August. We could always skip a month.
Might be.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Weddings.
It's a hot month too.
July and August are always so busy. Even though our July one went phenomenal,
It was good.
you know, so, yeah, exactly.
And that one might be Halloween.
I know, but yeah.
We're a pretty busy organization in October.
Yeah, so it's like September, like if we do it the weekends, if you're gonna be the first Saturday, maybe we'll do it like you know, type thing, you know, but we have to be before, obviously, homecoming. We'll figure it out, you
What do
know.
you think about ideas for promoting? And I'm not sure that Milan is aware of what block parties are still. And so my concern is, I know the doggone newspaper, damn do I miss it. But maybe we can think about, brainstorm some ways that we can define what a block party is and who's available to have it. And I think that's a really good place to start.
Yeah, so yesterday at the city council meeting, Joe was talking about doing a paper mailing.
Okay.
I'm assuming probably twice a year,
Well, for the.
like with all the events, so.
Well, your thing hangs up on my refrigerator that talks about Poland Square. So that's a big thumbs up, everybody really likes it. Yeah.
I can have this.
Oh, the music one,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Did you get the football one too then?
I did.
Anyway, if somebody has a better idea of how to promote or at least educate Milan about a block party, who it is, what it is, why it is.
And then maybe we could do that could be an idea for a minute.
Well, I
We could
really
print
like,
out something or put something in that defines what a block party is, so they know for the rest of the year.
what you did on Facebook and stuff, this is coming events.
Yeah.
That sort of.
Yeah, so I was talking to Josh about that, and I think I'm gonna try, whenever we have like 3 big-ish events happening that week, I'm gonna try and do that week recap kind of thing. And just add it out there. What I want to do is automate the whole thing. So we may start a Facebook page for Milan events and then post there and then share those posts out to certain, but we'll see how that all works out. But
I missed that tune on Saturday because this is.
yeah, they added in a comment, but also it wasn't on Milan events. So like if it's not up there, then I can't. We were talking, so we got it all squared away.
And then if everybody else agrees, because our September, location is canceled. If everybody agrees, then we'll just, cancel. September.
Yeah.
Everyone.
2023 block parties over, I'm.
Good job.
The other
Great
thing I
job,
could do is,
Stacy.
like third Thursday, you can announce it, like when the band takes their break or whatever. Just announce there's a block party up that month or whatever, or if it's the next weekend or. Josh.
You do. I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Or even any Friday, you know? But third Thursday, there's a lot more people down there, then, so.
They did a great team, we did do a great team. We had a great team.
We need one more quick thing, we need to, for block parties and just trailer committee and everything, we need to look at it, maybe a storage unit or a bigger trailer or something. The red trailer is just getting way too small. We have everything in it now and it's packed.
Well, some of those chairs are coming out, some of those chairs are not. The rest of them, I think we're letting 6 or 9.
It's not that many. Yeah.
Chairs do take up a lot of the room.
Yeah.
But then we do have all styles, stand up or tabletops or whatever in there too, so it's. We're holding on to them because we thought we were gonna use them then.
We also have Halloween decorations.
Yeah, well,
And then we did ask for.
I'm not quite let you use our scary basement too.
Oh, we could do a haunted house down.
We're not guaranteeing anything's gonna.
Fundraiser for move them out.
Damage.
Yeah, but you gotta be able to get into it and out easily. You know, that's the biggest problem.
Is there a storage place that maybe would do a donation in kind for us to?
Why don't you try and call that company over there? He hung up on me when I asked.
Yeah.
He hung up on me. And I was like, I'm still willing to pay, like, give me, like, what's the price? If it's the full price, then it's fine.
We'll do a face.
That's probably best. He looks at a man with a beard and is like, eh, whatever, dude. But even like, I don't know, this, maybe, does this sound crazy if we got like a vacant lot somewhere and just put up a little
Oh, we.
warehouse? I mean, maybe not a condemned house,
We
but
could get
like,
a shipping container maybe for free.
yes, something like that.
They're coming down in price.
I mean,
We got, you like my backyard, but my
Okay.
backyard's, I need more stuff, and I have to bring my motorhome back now, so.
yeah, I can't. I mean, we already have a 6x10, 12 trailer, so we're gonna need probably twice as much of that.
It's just that it's, if something's up in front, you gotta move everything out to get to, it's just a pain in the ass, you know, it's. A hot day, doing it by yourself or one other person. I'm not gonna pay it all. If I was to put my bill in, it'd be full.
I mean, what about like? Ed Coleman?
We just need to be careful about stress in relationships. You know, like that's the thing. Like honestly, that's why I'm suggesting like maybe we look into buying something or you know, it's tax free usually for us. So let's think about that. Maybe we can't do it this year, but maybe
Would Bob believe something, you know? He owns that one over there behind the back store.
This property over here is still for sale, right? But we don't know.
yeah, that's not going to be good for storage. Yeah. Even in the township somewhere, like you know, it doesn't have to be.
We have trees that would, their area would be perfect.
It's at,
You know, if we would do that.
knock it over.
All right.
Video game.
We've got 17 people listed. I'm pretty sure we had a couple more people. Sean was gonna say it's around 20. Actually, so many people that we actually had to open up third council, you know, TV and all that.
That's awesome.
It turned out well. We had some hiccups with downloading it, but after 10-15 minutes of it being down, still ended up pretty good. I know we were talking about, it's on here, it's not gonna be the 16th, but we were doing a tentative, like a Mortal Kombat tournament. That's more details on that later because we're gonna have to figure out pricing and all that, but, it'd be an actual paid event kind of thing. We were thinking of, not like catering or anything, but maybe like a food truck, depending on where we do it at. That's more likely gonna be like a mid-October maybe kind of thing, or maybe, yeah. Just so we can have enough time to do the advertisement, and all that stuff. So.
I think
Yeah.
that's the key is
Good
what you
event.
call it, more advertising, getting the word out.
I was impressed about people over
It
there.
was cool.
The first one,
And Ryan wrote him a $50 check.
Yes, and and that's good anything.
Nice.
Good job, Zach. Great, good you and Michael for sure. Big props. Finally, Kirby.
I don't really have any more news to update. I did reach out to the city. I've sent her an email 3 times. I'm not sure.
Who's this?
Maybe a
I've done that too.
Send the bearded guy.
What's going on?
I can do that.
So, yeah, so I don't know if we have plans for yet.
I did talk to her, and we did get soft approval to do it. So she said just do it anyway and.
Wow. An email back to me in writing would be really nice.
The challenges that she has is that nobody has ever, lots of people have asked. Nobody's created and gotten an approval process for the use of Thorn Square.
If they have a form.
Not.
You sent it to me and I filled it out and sent it back.
Was that the special request form? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just like a parade. Yeah. I don't think we approved that.
Like next time and you're not opening twice again. Oh, no. Maybe tomorrow forward.
So I did the parade too, though, it included. various different process and I mean, I put it in.
We got poured on last night.
Well, I'm saying, how really. I can leave it now.
Send me a text and Josh and I both can make sure it happens.
Other than that, if anybody knows some people who want to do stuff, they are. Available.
Dave, the bike or the walk. When you're listening, the walk.
Oh, Bill Tousley is working on a week of not driving. I'm saying it wrong, but there's a catchier term for this. But it's to highlight people with mobility issues, people without licenses, and encouraging walkable towns and kind of helping us kind of see the problem areas through like what your life looks like without walking for an entire week. So we're gonna start on a Monday in October and we're gonna go until that Sunday. And then we're gonna have a meetup afterwards to talk about like what we experienced.
October 2 through 8.
Sure.
And that was on the list, the council meeting that opened, so yesterday.
Yep. So it's going to be something that everybody is encouraged to do. There's no requirement that everybody has to do it. If you sign up to do it, it's still okay if you fail. Like it's fine. We're trying this out. We're seeing the failure points. We're trying to understand like where the problems are.
I'm not clear. So what does it mean for individual residents? What would sign up to do something?
You either have to walk places or have somebody else transport you. Or figure out the what systems that will get you there. You can't drive yourself.
Yep. That's the point, yeah. So,
Facing those kinds of challenges creates like experiment, like maybe gets your brain thinking about like innovative ways to teach. Not one person can probably think that, but one group.
Well, it'd be nice if we had Uber in our town, and we don't, which is insane to me. Somebody can make a lot of money being an Uber around here.
Anybody want to front me some money for a rickshaw? All right, I'll drive it.
cool ride.
I'll ride it. You know, a guy that'll drive it.
No doubt.
Yeah.
That would be fun. But I can drive it as a
What's
day.
it cost to get a ride in Central Park these days? On the
1 minute.
What?
I mean, that banana car was moving around.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I saw it in Celine this weekend.
Yeah, you want to do that. Maybe nothing.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Look forward to it, even though I'm gonna fail, but probably that week, I'll probably make around the week.
I'll give you right here now.
I got a bicycle.
I'm not going to work.
Now you should not be getting one.
Get on 23 and just keep going.
All right.
You know, take.
Yeah.
First Street,
Yeah.
all the way down to Parker Road, 9 feet.
Yep.
Every day.
Yep.
Right, like,
All right.
10 miles.
Upcoming events, the bingo, level up, TB, to be announced, first, on table.
Jay, they're asking if you have anything for roundtable. You may not hear.
No, I could, I just had to come off mute, that's all.
Okay.
So two things that you guys were talking about. First, Dave, anything that you guys are working on that you want help with, that I could help with, I'd be more than glad to jump in. You just involve me and I'm there. That's not a problem. Secondly, talking about haunted house and doing something like that. In the early 70s, the community center used to have trick or treat, and I believe it were the firemen that would dress up and scare the daylights out of us whenever we'd go trick or treating at the community center. It started to grow legs, and then when they broke ground on the police station, and that whole area began to develop, then we even had video games and things in the community center that we could go in and play. So I don't know what that space is being utilized for now, but that would certainly be, if you wanted to do something, an upstairs, downstairs haunted house, that used to be pretty cool. So I get that out of the way. Next, Jillian, do you need anything from me? Or people getting rooms?
Yeah, we're good. So far, so good. I'll get hold of you. So far, so good. So I'll get hold of you if I need to, but so far we're good. We're fine.
Okay, the sign-up sheet, Josh has that. And
Amount for members for volunteering. Yep.
if people volunteer,
It's his group that created it. Yeah. Sorry,
You
go
can
ahead.
Go in and look.
no, and if anyone wants to volunteer, you just use the link, you go through, you sign up for whatever you want to do. And, and thank you very much. Past that, other than me being just really busy with stuff out here and trying to put the final touches on this, it's a lot of work. So
Hey, Jay, are you in town permanently now?
I will not be in town permanently until probably April 1 is when I will be in town permanently. I'm still in Arizona.
Okay.
I will be just for those that. I will be in town November to wrap up business for the Fall Festival, and then. We are kicking off next year's Fall Festival on Friday, December 9th, I think it is. Or the 8th, Friday, December 8th. There will be a meeting there at the Legion. And because we'll have the homecoming date and everything by then. Lots of new things, and Dave and Josh and Stacy look for me to reach out after we can close this one out. Cause I'd like to involve more of the town. What?
Stacy's asking for you to call her.
Oh, she was on my list to call this weekend, and I don't know if you guys are aware, but Metallica was in town, and I got, it was kind of an honor. I got to go backstage and
Makes sense.
so I kind of got sidelined with that, but I will, Stacy, I'll call you tomorrow, not a problem.
Okay, thank you.
No, so that's really all I got. Thank you. Keep signing up, and again, Dave, anything that you guys are doing that I can help out with, and making a trip back is to help out with something is not a big deal. So please reach out.
Okay, we'll do.
Anything? Ryan?
Where are we gonna store the trailer this year, do you know? Are we gonna store it back over at Ed's, or are we gonna see it?
Still good to go to Ed's right now.
That was a talk a couple months ago about planning somewhere else, but. Cool.
Golden?
We have a river cleanup, if anybody likes to play with chainsaws. We're gonna be doing that on Saturday morning.
Or just help.
This Saturday at, we're going to Curtis Park in Saline. So we're starting there. There's a couple trees that are down, from the storm. We're gonna get in there.
Down back here, there's a bunch right by where the.
But we're not gonna clear out altogether. We're just gonna carve like a six foot path through it. So 10 a.m. over there.
I just wanted folks to know that Pink Shamrocks is open at 28 East Main Street. They have a neat collection of furniture and furniture refinishing materials. I'd encourage people to go in there if you're looking at anything, decorating your home, furniture, anything like that. I think it's going to be a terrific addition to downtown Milan.
We're also gonna follow some.
Yep. I went in there today to with somebody else who was interested in doing a project, and the possibilities there are pretty exciting.
There's also a husband babysitting area.
Yep.
You can sit over there and just hang out, watch the game, or play video games. It's kind of awesome. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah. It's kind of nice. And Uber bars.
What?
Uber bars, chocolate bars.
Chocolate pasties.
Oh.
Or is it? It's pasties.
Got that on tape? Yeah, ready to go. Sure, she's gonna love you.
Yeah. So Saturday, mini con, see it on that post that you see. I think we're getting a lot of the action with like the MY. I've not seen the Monroe County article, but I think there was one support. So I don't know, yeah, if you're in town, please stop by, it'd be fun. Wish us luck, if you're not. Trying to get my money back and then raise a little bit. The Sunshine Club, Milan High School Sunshine Club is actually gonna staff the kitchen and the great room and the community house. So for them, they can sell snacks and do kind of a mini fundraiser for themselves, and then just help them in those areas. So spread the word. I thought that was a good way to get word out to high schoolers. So just tell anybody you see, kids in the street. That's what I'm doing.
And,
I got that.
well, that's a first.
I see pigs coming out there.
Some unicorns, rainbows.
You want us to come back to you?
I did, maybe not go pretty positive for that 12/7 fairy tale ball.
Yeah.
I think that I maybe
You talk about what?
somewhere else, so I did, rather than cancel it and send the money back, I found a date on February 1st is a Thursday where the kids have school off on the Friday, that's the only other date of the school year. So, as long as it's 90 days before, if it were to be canceled, the full refund. But I thought I would just buy me some time to think about,
Are you coordinating that with Jill?
yeah, I already did.
Okay,
It's
so it is not December 7th. It's tentatively in February. Okay.
Stacy?
Yes, everybody's invited this Friday in my house for my half-century old birthday. It's open house style, so come over.
That's a young babe.
Come when you want. We'll have,
Downhill from there.
it's,
And you need a walker, you want
we'll have some food, some long games, music. Actually, it's kind of like a block party. But anyways.
Great, we said no more block parties this year.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah. There's pulled pork, baked beans and chips. I'll have lemonade. If you want anything else other than lemonade, you bring yours. There'll be a
We went on.
And a lot of different flavored vodkas with that.
Yes, you can. And there'll be a bonfire later.
Oh, by the way, your pickle juice, it's $24 a gallon on Amazon.
Yeah, but, Mr. Tony Thompson's gonna,
Oh, you get
You got
probably
that?
one bucket.
Pickleback all day.
Nice.
I'll leave by then.
thank you.
It's really something to promote, but Cliff and I were in Ohio this past weekend. And we went to 3 different American Legions. And they all have these little like plastic license plates that say where they're from. And they all have walls of like all the people they've ever visited from different legions. We used to do that here, I guess, before they remodeled and got rid of all the smoke smell and everything. They have a nice, decent little stack back there. And I would like to try to really convince them to start doing that again. The plates were like $5 each, or $4 each, a minimum of 25 to order. So I think if we can convince them, maybe if we can buy the plates for them, maybe if we can convince them to do it again. I don't know. It's really cool. There's one like from Alaska, and it was just fun to see where everybody's from.
Well, my grandma says hi to everybody. And then because of the banana thing, why do bananas wear sunscreen? Because it's not out peel.
Great job, everybody. Stacy, I got your 50th present early today, so we'll see you after the meeting. Motion. Motion to close the meeting. And yes. Second. So I got Howie first, and then up at Kathy.
Did you have anything to say?
No, not here. But we're cigars and Halloween.
Thanks, Shay. Have a good one.